At night, when you close your eyes and you're about to go to bed, and typically it's dark for most of us when we sleep, and you shut your eyes and your eyes start to adjust to the dark, you're basically looking at the back of your eyelids now. Do you ever see images? And as your eyes adjust to the dark, these images become more clear. It's not like you're looking at, reality or something in real life, but it's like outlines of situations. Could be anything. And then the more your eyes adjust, the more the stuff comes through. It's almost like you're looking through a heavily tinted window, really dark tinted window, and you see something just on the other side. It could be people sitting in a restaurant or looking out the window of a car as it's driving or something like that. Anyway, I figured I'd ask. Maybe it's just me. My name's KJ Osborne with a Z. And this is Catching Up with KJ, episode number 69. It's been a little while since I was able to do a show, and I've really missed you guys. Tonight, I just kind of want to chill and chat with you and see how you're doing and take any questions, and we'll just kind of cover topics as they come up. There's some things I can read to you. There's some different articles I kind of picked through that I wanted to share. We don't have to do that either. We can just kind of talk. So let me take a look over here in the chat real quick and just start saying hi to some people and see how you guys are doing. Twitwit, the first name I saw. Lori, how you doing? Twit, it's great to see you, man. It's been a long time. All of you guys, it's been a long time. I've been away for a while. Hi, Tina. 519, what's up? Good to see you. Dre, hi. Brock, hi. Jeanette, hello. Jake Quell, hello. We're going to do this for 2 hours. I'm just going to sit here and say your name and say hi. Does that sound entertaining? Liam, what's up? Good to see you, man. Denise. Cool. Everyone's kind of filtering in. Good to see everybody. Hi, Kara. Good to see you too. Kara? Somebody named Israel. Glad to see I've got my mods here. Always, Juliet, good to see you. Flat music. Somebody's totally spamming with Israel are terrorists. Jews did 9/11. Those are the Khazars. Those are the fake Jews, though. But yeah, Rosanna, hi. Good to see you, Harry. What's up? Uncool Paranoia. Hey there. Kanga Kong. Awesome. Phil Noble. Hello from Wells, sir. And thanks, man. It's good to be back, guys. It's been a crazy few months. Josh, what's up? How are you? And I see some people that are new to the channel. Well, cool, man. Well, thanks for being here. And Angel Todd, what about Ethereum? I don't know much about Ethereum. So I'm not really sure, man. Junior Silva, hi. I see someone here from the Netherlands. And Jesus was a black Muslim. Somebody's spamming with Jesus was a black Muslim. Okay. I think they're gone. Thanks, Twit. Midwestern Supernatural, man. Thank you. I missed you guys as well. Looks like we got a lot of new people in here. That's cool, man. I appreciate you. Rita, good to see you, Rita. Deanna Leslie, hi. Lori Sherrill, hello. Temple Morrow, hi there. I guess from Oklahoma, they say. The Iron Mustang, how's working life going for you? It absolutely sucks. In fact, I'll tell you what happened with that. So, I haven't addressed this a lot, but a few months ago, everything really changed. The adpocalypse was part of it. It really kind of kicked me in the britches. Hey, look, we Muslims will take back Palestine in 2022 with the help of Allah. So we may have to get rid of this douche. And Twit's already on top of it. Thanks. I don't mind the messages, but when you spam it, man, it's just not cool, You leave a little room for the other kids. Come on. Don't cut in line, Be respectful. Everybody together. Hi there. Good to see you, man. Kay Smalls. Hi, Kay. I'm glad you're here. Another great mod. Good stuff. Desert Soul. Hi there. Good to see you. Yeah. So a few months ago, it got really crazy around here. Um, Zionist murder in Africa and Middle East, another spammer. Thanks, guys, for staying on top of it, mods. There's Games Exposed. Awesome. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Life of Cal. What's with the spamming? Tools. There's tools, there's morons, there's idiots. This is what they do. Again, good thing I've got amazing mods. Patrick, hi there. Josh S. Yes, they are a persistent shill. Uh, Lucy's World, what's up? Good to see you. So pray for the 500,000 people who died in Syria because of Israel. It's another one of these trolls. They're going to have a few of them saved up. This is what they do. There's always going to be some of these goofballs doing this. So thanks, mods, for staying on it. And you're doing a great job, man. So let me go ahead and get back to it, I guess. Someone said, what's on my mind? I'll go ahead and tell you what's on my mind. This is kind of what's going on. So a lot of things got real crazy there for a while. Mia Montero, good to see you. And I had to go to work. So I was working for a cleaning company and I was doing different gigs. And I really hated it because it takes away from the stuff I really like to do. But around the same time, I had started a new website, which is up and running and I think doing really well. I'm uploading at least half a dozen or so videos there a week. So I've been uploading there a lot more. But I'm starting to turn my attention back to YouTube as well. And I'm just going to try and keep a balance between the two. But I was doing that cleaning gig and, you talk about a sign from heaven. I actually lost both of the places I was cleaning on the very same day. So there you go. So to me, that was pretty much telling me that, that's not the direction I need to be going. So fair enough. And I'm done with that, for now. So I really am just trying to put all of my attention into bringing back some shows, doing some videos over here on YouTube, and then keeping the website rolling on. And that's what we're going to do. In fact, tomorrow night, I've got another catching up I'll be doing with a very special guest named Jay Dyer. And I'll post that like a little later or probably early tomorrow if you want to check into that. Jay will blow your mind. An amazing researcher and a great mind to get into. And I'm very excited to actually get a chance to talk with him. Later on in the week, I've got Patreon friends coming up. I have a Patreon account up. I'm happy to have up to 150 patrons on there now. My goal is 500. So if you guys aren't chipping in on Patreon, if you like the work I do, if you want to support more shows and more videos and the website and everything, please check it out. I'll leave a link below underneath this show once we're done, and check it out, man. It'd be great. That's what I'm trying to do, is just, keep this as my job. I can do other things if I want, but it just takes away from your time. And that sucks. I don't like that. So again, back to the website, check it out. Lots of things there I can do that I can't do on YouTube. I can get away with a lot more. So it'll be a whole different kind of video that I'm doing there. And definitely check it out sometime. It's called Who Is KJ Osborne with a Z.com. So please check that out sometime. And later on in the week, like I said, I'll have some Patreon friends on this week. And then later in the week, I'll also be doing another catching up show with special guest SGT Report. So that should be a lot of fun as well. So come on along, check it out. And I think we're going to have some fun, and we're going to learn some stuff together. Thanks again, Twit. Yeah, just block these people. Defango, whoever that is. Thanks. Yeah, just ban them. You don't got to remove their things. Just block these fools. This is what they do. Yeah, block Defango. Or I will. It's no problem if you guys aren't able to for whatever reason. I can do it. Sarah Snyder, thank you for checking out the website. I appreciate it. Games Exposed once again. Awesome to see you, man. And Mad Guns. Mad Guns Forever's in the house. Nice to see you. Rebecca's here. And thanks for the shout out to Chubbs. It's the other thing over the last few months is I've got a new cat as well, and his name has changed a few times. The last one was Rowdy, is what I was calling him, but as time's gone on, and I don't even overfeed him, but he really is getting chubby, and it's really cute. It almost drags along the ground with him as he walks. So I just call him Chubbs now. He's a nice replacement for Rascal. I had to leave Rascal down in Central America. And they're very different cats. Rascal was terrified strangers. I mean, he would just go run and hide all the time. But Chubbs is kind of a bully. He's kind of a fighter, and he'll come right at you. I've had people over here before, and he will go right after them. So it's a different kind of a cat. But, I love my cats. They're great to have around. So that's Chubbs. I could just talk for 2 hours about Chubbs if you guys like. I don't think it'd be very engaging. Maybe next time we'll do a catching up show where I'll just show maybe a lot of pictures of Chubbs and I can tell stories about Chubbs. That doesn't even sound very appealing to me, so maybe we won't do that. But let me jump back over here into the chat and just see what's going on and say hi. Somebody says thyroid problem, ? With Chubbs, most likely, I don't know. I think his thing is junk food. Somehow he's managed to learn how to get into the cabinets, and he eats a lot of things he's not supposed to. And he also watches way too much Investigation Discovery. But that's a whole other story altogether. Yeah, Jay Dyer, Juliet, so you know who he is. That's cool. Guys, he's awesome. So again, that'll be tomorrow night. It'll just be me and Jay chatting. He's got a new book and everything. So I think it's going to be really cool. Rita Torres, what's up? All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and Games Exposed. I've got a Patreon. If you go to my website, whoiskjosborne.com, there's a link there because the website's fully funded by Patreon. And like I said, I've got 150 people there now, which is awesome. My goal is to eventually get up to 500. You can throw in whatever you like. One thing I offered the people is if you donate like $10 a month or above, I'll have like 10 of you guys on at a time for a special catching up show at least once a month. And I've got that. So I posted that message on Patreon a few days ago, and I've seen people responding. So sometime this week, I'll have another show where it'll be just me and 10 people that I've never met, never talked to, and I think it's going to be cool. We'll just kind of have an open discussion and see what they want to chat about. You know what I mean? Should be fun. So, but yeah, so that's the deal, man. So I've been spending a lot of time on the website building it up. I'm still uploading a bit to YouTube where I have been, but I've got more to come. And I'm going to stay busy, man, because the 2 months away really showed me a lot. Also, just spiritually speaking, it's changed a lot of things in my life in that respect as well. It literally brought me to my knees in many respects in my walk because I started feeling like God just wasn't around. He wasn't paying attention anymore. I was being a real baby some days. I was kind of getting mad at God. There are days I was so frustrated I'd walk around here just kind of muffling the F word, over and over repeatedly for 10 and 20 minutes at a time. Chubbs would just be sitting there watching me, eating something he's not supposed to eat. So it's been kind of like that. But what it really did, with all kidding aside, is it made me finally go back to the Word. I've had a different relationship with the Bible throughout the years. All my videos and stuff I've done, whenever I reference it, I go usually online to openbible.org and things like that, and I'll just kind of pick and choose, and it's helped me along with my videos. And, on the show, I've always talked about having a relationship with God and all this stuff. And I always have. I really do. And I have, interesting experiences all the time with that. But what he showed me over the last few months and what I finally had to come around to is, and, a lot of this comes too from my disdain for organized religion and also just the Pharisees out there, the very religious people. It annoys me. I know a lot of you get annoyed by some of these people too. But I finally had to get over all that stuff, man. And what happened is it made me go to the Bible for myself because I needed to, because I needed relief. I needed to know much clearer what God really wants for my life. It's easy to picture him, at least for me, it has been for years, as just, God is love. We always say, oh, I love Jesus, I love God and all this. God is love, and blah, blah, blah. God's a lot more than that, though. And he really is like a father, and he'll correct his children when he needs to. And we need to be corrected to get back on the straight and narrow a lot of the time. So I finally started cracking open my Bible, man, and reading it for myself just to find out more about him, just to find out what he really wanted for my life, just to get some kind of relief, man. I mean, and it's helped. So I've got a whole new thing now, man. I mean, I'm looking at it every day, every morning. I make it a part of my day before I get started. I've always had a big time prayer life, a really strong prayer life. But this was the one component that I was missing all along. And, for years I've said, I'm not a preacher, pastor, or priest and all this stuff, and now what's happening is that I started even another segment I'm doing. It's over on my website called God Talks. I've only done 2, but I'm going to keep growing in that. And it's me getting into the word and then just kind of talking about some of the things in there and relating it to our lives. And the last one I did was really about something that we all experience and feel at one time or another in our walk. And that's, where are you? Where are you, God? Why am I going through this? Why are things so hard right now? We forget, that just, it's like the prosperity preachers and all this, they give you the idea. A lot of Christians give the idea that once you start building a relationship with God and once you accept Christ, that somehow life's going to be smoother. Not necessarily. It can get a lot crazier, especially whenever we're wide awake and aware and we see all the deception in the world around us, So it's been a process. It's been a little crazy, a little kooky, but it's been really good for me, man. I needed it because I'm so done with this world, and I have been for a long time, and that obviously reflects in my work. I'm not attached to anything in this world. We're peculiar people. There were even times over the last few months where I was like, Lord, just take me, please. I am done. Like, seriously. I was like, I'm done here. I'm not going to get into all the stuff, but it's just been a lot of bad things. It wasn't just financial stuff. If it's not this, it's the other. It's just been crazy. It was really getting bad, man. And it makes you think, where are the blessings? Where's the relief? Have mercy on me, please. I'm finished. I'm done. And then I'd kind of recant on that and be like, well, the only thing holding me back on that is my mom and dad. Like, that would crush them if I were, to leave before them. So, me yet. And then I was like, but whoa, don't take them either now because I asked, and then take me. I'm not asking for that. And then I'd usually just kind of fall in on myself and realize how much of a baby I was being about things. So it's been a process, I guess. So I'm trying to tell you. And it is what it is. But I feel good. I feel like I'm coming out of it even better, even stronger, and even closer in my walk with Christ and trying to follow his ways and understanding God even better, Rambling a bit. So let me go ahead and scroll on down here a little bit and just see if there's any questions or anything. Up here. Let's see. I see Liam Xmail has a question. Can you make it so that the second video in the Katy Perry series is easier to access? You couldn't do it on your phone. Yeah, some people have had issues going on the website through their phone. It has something to do with your tablets and your phones. I'm not sure what that is, man. I'm sorry, but yeah, I don't know how to fix that. A lot of the videos on there, I'm having to upload on other sites. I'm going out on a lot of other sites out there so I can upload my videos there, and then I embed it onto my website, and that just saves more room on the website itself. So, anywho, so sorry about that. I don't really know what to do. Let's see, scrolling on down a bit, see what we got here. Brock Richmond, hi. Charles Murray says, dude, evil has been messing with God's children hardcore, just shrugging it off, KJ. Yeah. No, I agree. It's another thing I've been doing a lot more over the last few weeks is some people reach out to me through email and they'll leave me their phone numbers. And I always vet them first and try to figure out, who they are and if I've seen them around or whatever. And I've been able to do that with these people. And so I've actually been talking one-on-one more to a lot of you, to a lot of people who've reached out to me on email, and also people I've known on YouTube for a while who left my numbers. Some of my surprise because they left a number like a few months ago, and then I'm like, oh, hi, this is KJ. I'm just calling him, right? So I felt the need to do that more and more. And I talked to a friend today named Chris, and that's one of the main things we were talking about. It's interesting. I was telling him my experience over the last few months. He was like, man, I feel the same way. I feel like, nothing's going my way. Everything seems to be getting worse. And just, there's times I feel like I'm just finished as well. And I just want God to take me and I don't even want to be here anymore. And I was like, you know what, man, from my perspective, I have a lot of subs, almost 300,000 now. And people reach out to me a lot, in all different forms, email and comment sections and messages and stuff. And that's such a common theme, over the last few months. Again, I've been looking at a lot of these messages and emails, and it's such a common theme with the believers. So many people, I think, are really under attack right now in so many different ways. Perhaps it's a sign of the times. That's the way I see it. It's got to be some kind of a sign of the times. We talk about that a lot. People are really showing themselves. This is the apocalypse. This is the revealing. The veil's being lifted. We're literally seeing the change up, the shift. The sheep and the goats, the wheat and the tares. And don't feel alone if you're feeling like that. I'm telling you, man, just trust me. There's a lot of people going through a lot of things right now that are good people, are good souls in God's eyes, and truly are trying to follow Christ. And some of these people are the ones that are getting attacked the most. And that was one of my issues I had. It's like, Lord, come on, please. Give me a break. Please. Why does it all have to be bad? There were days I was waking up and the first feeling I felt was dread. This is all new to me. 6-7 months ago, I was living in paradise. Had the accident, came back here to America. Was all right in the beginning. I was nursing at mom and dad's house for a few months there. Then I moved out and got my place. But it's been kind of like I told them, it feels like everything's caving in since I've been back. That nothing's working out, that everything's terrible. I even hated saying that because I'm not trying to create that reality, if you will. It's just that reality was already being created around me. And I don't even want to go into all the specifics of how often this stuff was happening in so many different ways. It was crazy, man. So I think it's a time of testing. And again, it got so bad for me at one point, I didn't know where to turn. I mean, I can't tell your mom and dad's going to love you. They're going to be there for you, but I can't get too deep with them on this kind of stuff and spiritual attacks and whatnot. They're very religious. They do their church every Sunday. They tithe. Lunch afterwards where we all gossip about everybody else in church. It's just like a typical Christian family, I think. But, a lot of us are kind of on a different plane, a bit of a different level in the way we see things, and we get deep about it, and we're feeling this, and we're feeling it. And it's not that easy to talk to the religious people sometimes about this stuff. So let's see, let's go ahead and scroll on down a little bit here and see what we got. Guys, seriously, man, I'm so happy to see you guys here. It's nice to be back. I've missed you guys as well, but like I said, over the last few months I was working. Also, I just wasn't in a good place. I don't want to just do a show to do a show. I could have just kept doing them, but my heart wasn't there. I had other things I had to figure out. I needed a lot of time alone. I needed a lot of time to study and just kind of sort things out, So anyway, let's see what else we got here. I'm going to keep scrolling on down. Angel Todd says, KJ, look into Kevin Hart's new special. He says he would raise Osiris. It was a Siri joke. Interesting. I will. That's a good one. That's interesting. I've actually got a video that I've been working on a bit about comedians. Like, when did comedians become so disgusting, unfunny, and absolutely corrupt? They're disgusting now. Disgusting. I mean, just one example is that Kathy Griffin bloody Trump head, and then I looked into that stuff, and there's so much symbolism all around us right now anyway. The beheading thing, there's a lot of connections with that to the Scottish Rite Freemasons. There have also been tons of stories lately about beheadings, and this is how these weird trends work. Have you noticed this? And I compiled a bunch together. That wouldn't be a video I'd put on YouTube, but I may put that one over on the website, compiling all the information on the beheading. There have been a lot of stories in the news about people beheading each other, beheading their loved ones and stuff like this. And I see these themes, they pop up a lot. This is, I think, in the spiritual, we get these messages. Like, remember about a year ago or so when all the trains were going off the tracks? It's like every other week there's a train going off the tracks. Then you had planes going missing. I mean, more than one. Or planes crashing. A lot of that was happening for a while. The sinkholes were real, whatever happened to the sinkholes? There's still some popping up here and there, but there for a few years, it was like every other week there's a new sinkhole popping up, right? So let's see, scrolling on down. Guys, we're just going to do this tonight. Just kind of chill and chat. I'm going to see what you guys got to say. If you have any questions or anything, kind of do that. And like I said, this week I've got a couple other shows popping up, and we'll be doing some interviews, and it'll be a lot of fun, okay? So see what we got here. Paul Revere says, I saw Satan kissing Santa Claus, gay bastard. Lots of smiley faces, he says. Denise, yeah, the super chat. I didn't even think about that. I've seen other people doing it. I don't even know how. So maybe next time I'll do a super chat during one of the interviews. That'd be cool. You know. Let's see here. Scrolling on down a bit. John Hodges, hi. Liv Soldier says Games Exposed is a beast respect. I agree. I love Games Exposed. The Professional says loving the website. Thanks, man. You know what? Even with Games Exposed, he's one of my YouTube friends I've had here for a while. That's another thing I noticed when I came back and started looking at YouTube. I've unsubbed even more people than ever before. I don't like at all what I see in the so-called YouTube truther community. You know, I've never wanted to be called that. You all know I don't like being part of a group, a clique, a club. I don't want to be associated like that. I have kind of that core group of people that I've followed for years on YouTube that I really trust. And then there's newer ones over the last few years that have popped in, like Games Exposed, that I really like, and some of these other folks. What is Real? I like him. And more. I don't want to start the list because I know I'll forget some people and feel like a jerk, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything. But, you know, I've got my core group of people I've followed for years that I just really love and respect. But, you know, I just don't like what I'm seeing in this so-called YouTube truther community. Flat Earth, just, you know, no offense, guys. Again, I know some of y'all are into this, but it's just so many people are into this now. I'm seeing so much of the Flat Earth, so much of the hoax tard ridiculousness, and now I'm seeing a lot of the tranny tard ridiculousness where everyone's saying everyone's a tranny. This one's a tranny, that one's a tranny. I mean, yeah, sure, there's some of that. I believe in maybe 25% of it, but I'm seeing just people are going cuckoo with making these tranny tard videos and the freaking hoax tards out there. So, and I called this a long time ago that that's what the YouTube truth community was eventually going to turn into. It was eventually going to fall in on itself because these are the heaviest trolls. You know, I mean, I've seen it for a couple of years. These are the most hardcore trolls, are those hoax tards and the flat earth tards. Now, not everybody into flat earth is a tard. I get that. Okay. And I'm still open to the possibilities, and everything's being revealed. So cool. Let's see it. You know, I just don't care that much about it. It's not that big of a deal to me. There's other things we should be way more focused on. Most importantly, and again, I'm not this, I ain't the Pope or anything over here, but I love Jesus Christ, and that's what matters the most. To me, that's the end all be all. At least have that taken care of first, then sure, explore whatever you want to. But I got people on here acting like flat earth is it. Like that, yeah, that's it. That's the most important thing in the world. And the hoax tards, everything's a hoax, nothing's real. I mean, they're creating moral relativism. So this stuff has really devolved, this whole kind of group and community. And I even question a lot of people's motives, why people are even doing the stuff they do anymore. Why are they even into it? Because the deeper we get into this apocalypse, the more I'm personally clinging to Christ. That's me. And I hope it's the same for a lot of you. There's fluoride in the water. There's bisphenol A in the plastics. Chemtrails in the sky. Woo! Boring. I mean, this is stuff we've known, at least most of us, for years. Fine, I get it. Whatever. The symbols are still very important to me. The occult's completely being revealed, and why that stuff matters and why it's important to expose it is because it frees our minds. When you start watching this stuff, which I still watch movies and TV shows from time to time, and you see these symbols and you see what they're trying to say subliminally, it doesn't work on you anymore. You can see it through new eyes, spiritual eyes, if you will. I do believe all that stuff matters. But it's egos. I see a lot of egos in the truther community and stuff, and just, I don't know. So I've seriously unsubbed so many. I'm down to like maybe about 20 so-called, Christian type, truth type channels anymore. And that's it. You know, the rest of it's mainstream stuff because that's where I get a lot of my ideas. I want to see what the world is putting out there. I'm rambling. This is what I do. Let me stop. Let's see. Marinator. M-A-R-I. Marinator. M-A-R-I-N-A. Says, KJ, why do you believe all Zionism is identical with the world order? Well, first off, I never said that. Love that when people do that. KJ, why do you hate gay people? You know, huh? I never said that. KJ, why do you believe all Zionism is identical with the world order? It's not. The Zionists are the Khazars. Yeah, I did another one. I did a video over on the website. And there's some stuff I just feel like I can't put on YouTube. They watched my channel for years. Like I said, I have a whole banned video list on my website, and you can see a lot of the videos they've blocked worldwide. Of course, thanks YouTube, they usually wait till that video gets 300,000 views or so, and then they block it. But I did a video over there about the Khazars. And this is why you've got the Illuminati pyramid on top of the Supreme Court building in Jerusalem. And these are the Zionists. It's the synagogue of Satan. These are the fake Jews, right? That's what that is. That's why it really annoys me. That's another trend I see in this kind of truth community on YouTube is it's all Jews. It's the Jews. You know, it's the Jews. It's the Jews. Hey guys, you've got to put my fries in the bag. It's the Jews. You know, I mean, I get so sick and tired of it's the Jews. Explain yourself, okay? Because it's some of them kind of, it's a little grayer than just it's the Jews. Again, you can see I don't even like mix. I'm seriously watching more comedy stuff on YouTube half the time in between things I'm researching for videos. I watch Coppercap. He's one of the most amazing trolls that ever existed on YouTube, ever. And no, you're not going to watch his videos and walk away a better person. He's a goofball, he's weird, he's a dork, and he makes me laugh. This isn't highbrow entertainment, but this is the kind of thing I'm watching more than it's the Jews! It's the Jews! Where everything's fake, nothing's real. It's all the flat earth stuff and all the other hoax tards and the tranny tards. Everyone's a tranny. Ugh. Gross. So over it. I even took off my related channels list on my channel. I don't even want to be associated with some of these people anymore. That's just me. Not trying to be a jerk. Not trying to be mean. I'm doing my own thing. And these are the kind of people I've always respected as well. The really unique ones that are coming from a real place, and I feel are honest and good and true. And unfortunately, I feel like there's less and less of that in this so-called truth community. Yay! On YouTube, you know? All right, let's see. Scrolling on down a little bit here. Jay Quell, hi. How are you? Yeah, Charles Murray says the world's so full of lies right now. So many people misled. That is the truth, my friend. Let's see, scrolling on down here a little bit. Let's see what else we got. The Iron Mustang says, I've been trying to work on content to contribute here, but life is just too brutal. I get you, man, and follow your heart on that. And I say pray on these things. Even this guy, Chris, I talked to today, and I've talked to other people as well, like, I got ideas, and I feel, you know, in my heart I should do this, or I want to show these things and do this and do that. Then do it. You know, you may be being led to really put something out. And the whole thing on YouTube's changed a lot. Sure, it's not as easy to maybe grow your channel now. Although some of that's been shifting, I think. You know, there was the apocalypse thing, but I just saw something the other day, which most of us already called, but this whole thing with YouTube TV doesn't really seem to be taking off. Most of us saw that coming, right? I mean, we get it. It was stupid. So I don't know, maybe they'll kind of change their ways and throw some respect back to the creators again, you know, the people that actually created this website, really. I don't know, man, but my thing is, look, we all started off with nothing on YouTube. All of us did. You know, I built a couple other channels since the scariest movie ever. KJ Osborne's still out there, but I had another one that YouTube took down a few years ago. But that I'd build up to about 50,000 subs. So my point is, it's not to toot my own horn, but you know, I know what it's like to start off with nothing and then just kind of build. So, and it's because in my heart, I feel like, oh, I needed to do this. I want to show people this. I see things that I'm not seeing other people talk about. I want to get involved. And I feel that from you, Iron Mustang. Maybe that's your thing. And, follow your heart, man. All of you. If you feel like making a channel, make a channel. Throw up your impressions. Don't even have to do fancy videos with effects and music and stuff. Maybe you just want to point it on one picture and talk. Maybe you want to be on camera. That's cool too. Whatever you want, but feel free to contribute, man, because you may not reach tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even 1,000, but for all I know, the Lord wants you to, your message may reach that one person out there in the world that really needs to hear it. Even if it's just that, isn't it worth your time? It really is, because we need each other. We all need each other right now, right? As we're saying, there's so much deception, lies, and ego in these truth communities. There's so much bullshit coming out in the mainstream. We need truth. We need honesty. Real people that are earnest, Let's see, scrolling on down here. Sarah Snyder. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. You're my friend from Facebook. Hi. By the way, guys, my Facebook got hacked a few months ago as well. So I went back to my old KJ Osborne Facebook. I've only got like 800 friends on there. My other Facebook have been maxed out at 5,000 for years. So if you want to connect with me on Facebook, come on over sometime. You'll find me over there, KJ Osborne on Facebook, and let's start a relationship together on Facebook, of course. Oh, let's see here. Still scrolling on down a bit. I'm way behind your chat, guys, but you know what? I'm in no hurry tonight. I don't know if you guys are in a hurry. Maybe you got something to do. But let's just kind of take our time and have some fun here. Rebecca Geske, I think I said that name correctly. Mad Guns, it's good to see you, and thanks for the links you send me in my email, too. I appreciate it. I don't get a chance to see them right off the get-go most of the time, but I always get around to them, so thank you. Winter Peach 73 says, KJ, what's going on with all the children being killed? I think it's just another example of the rise of wickedness in this world, and they feed off of the innocents. We've seen this with a lot of the whistleblowers that have been involved with satanic ritual abuse. It's all about that young blood, pure blood. Even in the movies, it's like, I need a virgin sacrifice. It's because of the innocence in that blood. There's power there. Many whistleblowers have come out with the idea that some of these Illuminati and people like this, the wealthy elite that are involved in these shadowy groups and whatnot, that they actually get a high off of that blood. Like they'll get a fresh kill on these children, and then they drink the blood almost immediately, and they're literally taking in the adrenaline from the death of that child, because the children are terrified. So they'll also do a whole thing where they try to scare the children more before they kill them to increase the adrenaline, and it actually transfers over to them. And we know this stuff happens. There's a spiritual connection with our physical bodies like that. They did a scientific study about a year ago. I put this in a few of my videos, that every man that a woman has had sex with, she carries a little bit of his DNA with her for the rest of her life. It's just another example, and that's a soul transfer. It's a little bit of, you're literally rubbing off on each other, and it stays. That's some crazy crap if you think about that. That's some crazy stuff. So, it's the times we're in. Still scrolling down here. Let's see what we got. Oh, Defengo's probably got 1 million accounts. Let me see. Here he is again. I guess that's him. I'll go and block him this time. Thanks for the work, mods. Y'all are awesome. Bye-bye, Defengo. Boop, boop. Okay, let's see. Oh, games? All right, sure, I'll mod you. You want to be modded? I knight thee. You might be my only male moderator. There we go. Welcome to the club. You're surrounded by beautiful ladies now. Let's see, because my mods are beautiful ladies. They all happen to be beautiful ladies. I didn't choose it for that reason. These are people I've known on YouTube for a while, and just happens to be that they're all beautiful ladies. So there you go. You're in good company. Let's see. We're going to scroll on down here just a little bit, see what else we got. Again, thanks for your patience. I'm trying to work with this wacky chat. Let's see. Still going down. Yeah, Nivek S. I know, like I said, I've had some people say that there's issues with my videos on the website from their phones and tablets. So I don't know how to cure that, but thanks for trying either way, man. Let's see. Yeah, there is a sound coming from my end. I don't know. Am I talking to another troll? No, okay, that looks like a regular dude. Yeah, I've got a fan on in the background. I hope that's not too distracting. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and catch up with the chat and ask you guys that question directly. And then I'll scroll back a bit. I really should have done that super chat, not just for money, but so I can see your questions. So here's the question, guys. Do I sound okay? I've got a fan on in the background, and it may be making a lot of noise. Is that okay? Is it bothering you? Are you mad at me? Are you angry? Okay, fan is fine. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Sounds good. All right, cool. Thanks, Kay. All right, so let me go ahead and just scroll back again here. I know I shot ahead quite a bit, and there's a lot. SGC Mariner, hi, good to see you. I think I saw her. There she is, Anti-NWO Canada. You've been a friend forever as well, and she wants to be a mod. Okay, there you go. I'm going to mod you too. I'm throwing out mods left and right tonight. People step right up. And I'm going to scroll back a little bit more and see what else we got here. In case I missed any questions or anything, I'm going to take a little drink here. Okay. Tonight I'm drinking a little red wine. Just a little. Okay, so I'm still going to scroll back just a little bit. Let's see what we got here. In case I missed anything. Let's see. I think I saw somebody say, I don't know if he's here or not, Days of Noah. Wanted to have him on a while back and do a show with him as well. Midwestern Supernaturals, hi. It says, what are your thoughts on the apartment building fire? First thing I thought, which I've seen now they talk about in mainstream and stuff, but that was Trump's birthday. So it reminded me of a big burning candle. You know, I don't, not to be grim, but it just was like, wow, a big burning candle for Trump's birthday. And then I watched some footage from like a CCTV from far away from that. And I'm not so convinced on this that I want to put it in a video, but it looked like there were some orbs up in the sky above the fire, which I did a video like that, 4 or 5 years ago. It's on the channel somewhere. It was something like, why do UFOs always show up around catastrophic events? Because back then I had noticed that during a lot of major events, some had to do with weather, some had to do with things collapsing and explosions. If you looked and watched like I was back then, you would actually notice these little orbs showing up around those areas during those moments. You know, so is it fallen angel trickery, or was it, you know, souls, you know, going away or whatever? But I just thought that was interesting. And I hadn't really thought about that in a long time until I saw the CCTV of the burning building. I was like, wow, that might be, it looks like a few of the orbs floating around up there. These are just kind of the random observations I make, you know, and this is kind of the lens I'm always looking through anyway. But yeah, you know, and all that Trump stuff, man, we are, again, not to be real grim, okay, because I don't know when anything's going to pop off. I don't know exactly when the end is going to be here or anything like that. And again, as Chris and I talked today on the phone, he was like, man, how do I just, you know, because he's like, do I go back to school? Do I get another, you know, do I extend my education? You know, what do I do, man? Because we're living in end times and all this. I was like, man, that is the same thing that a lot of us feel and think. But, you know, it also goes back to having that peace. You know, we got to have peace of mind, and we have to still live here, and we have to be here now. You're not even guaranteed tomorrow. We're not guaranteed a minute from now. So who knows? So we got to find that balance and live in peace and still plan for a future and goals for my future still. I don't know if I'm going to see it. I got some interesting possible things that kind of came my way a few days ago that I could get into down in Nicaragua. I'm not going to get too deep into that yet until we'll see how much of that might materialize, because if it does, it'll be something that I'll be talking about with all of you very soon, and it may be something that even some of you might want to take a look at as well. And I'll just kind of give you that little hint. But it's a very real situation. It's not a scam or anything like that. It's a really cool deal. I know some people that have a lot of property out there, and I don't want to say too much more. But, when that kind of came my way, I was like, oh, wow, yes, please, because I can't go back to Costa Rica because I owe them $30,000 for the surgery. That's why I left. And I'm pretty sure that I feel I'd probably get stopped with my passport going in, and maybe they're looking for me. I don't know. But I'd always said that if I go back, I'd like to go back to Nicaragua or maybe Peru, because Nicaragua is the new Costa Rica. It's coming up. It's cheaper. It's just as beautiful. And it's an amazing place. So that's all I'll say. But my point is that that's kind of one of my future ideas right now, too. Maybe in the next however long, I'm going back down to Central America for this thing, and it makes me excited to think about. So I told him, man, we got to still have plans, still look towards your future. A lot of y'all out there have children, and you don't like thinking the worst about this. You want to think about your children's lives and what they can do and where they can be. And just think, this whole end of times thing has been with us for a really long time. Look at all the cults that killed themselves over the last 30 years, convinced that it was over, Jesus was coming back, or the UFOs were coming to get them, and all this other stuff. You don't want to be like that. We don't want to go that extreme. We just want to take it day by day, live in peace. I believe reading the Word helps, seeing what God has to say about things, building a better relationship with Him through Jesus, and just be at peace, man. Live our lives. It's good to be aware. It's good to watch, but we got to have a break. We have to have balance. It's all right. It's all right. Come here. It's gonna be okay. Blues Girl 65. Nice to see you. It's been a while. Okay, let's see. Scrolling on down here some more. Jason Sarin, I'll give you a shout out, buddy. How you doing? Hi, Deanna Leslie. Nice seeing you. Here's one. Oh, Knit Diver. I haven't seen you in a while. Man, these are all just my old peeps. It's nice to see everybody. Brian Thompson, good to see you. Thanks. Like last weekend, okay, here's one. Last weekend, I've got some older friends out here that I kind of grew up with, and most of them are kind of blue-collar folk. To a party last weekend at a friend's house, and they got a swimming pool. It was a pool party, and it was all families. It was basically all families, all married couples with kids. And we had a blast, man. I mean, we were all having some beers and stuff, not the kids, of course, but us adults, and just swimming and goofing around, had great food, good cookout. And most of these people there are, quote, regular folk. They don't know anything about this stuff. And I wouldn't drop on it on them either. Like, hey, man, thanks for the hot dog, dude. Hey, man, that symbol on that hot dog package? Yeah, it's the Illuminati. You don't, you leave it alone. You just kind of, you live that existence. And it felt so good. In fact, it felt so good that this weekend, a bunch of us have got together and we're renting out some cabins and we're going out to a lake. So it's going to be cool, man. Just have some beers, float in the lake, get a little sun and just hang out, have a little campfire at night and, just kind of live, you know what I mean? And I find myself more and more looking forward to just those kinds of moments. We got to have a break sometimes. Got to learn to enjoy our lives. So, Haley Black, hi Haley, says, what do you think about Amanda Bynes, B-Y-N-E-S, Bynes? Oh gosh, just another MKUltra gone wrong. Now I saw a headline the other day where I guess she's back and did an interview. I didn't see any of the new stuff, but I did a video called Illuminati Artists and Their Altars, again, back on my website, and it's a music type video, and I did that a few months ago on there, and I included some stuff with her in there, also with some of her tweets she was doing when she was at the worst part of the kind of breakdown of the programming. So yeah, she's definitely one that suffered through that system, and that's about all I know about her. And it's unfortunate. And these people are victims. We forget. I see a lot of people really hate some of these people. But they chose to sign the contract and sell their souls to the devil and all this, Well, yeah, but haven't you ever made a bad decision? I mean, hey, I know I didn't sell my soul to the devil. You haven't either. But I made some bad decisions in my life at times, man. I've done some stupid stuff, and I'm sure you probably have too. So that's how I see it with a lot of these people. They made a really bad decision. It's like when the devil offered the world to Christ, it's like these people are being offered basically the world just to sign themselves over. All the fame, all the money you could ever want, travel, all the energy you can suck up off those people in those stadiums. You're going to be singing in stadiums, and you got tens or hundreds of thousands of people all focusing on you, like that Ariana Grande song "Focus." She's the Kabbalah stuff and all that. They understand about that is they're getting all this focus from the people, the public, on them. They're absorbing your energy. That's powerful stuff, man. So yeah, so I have empathy for these people, and I pray for them. We pray for these people that have sold out, and they all break down eventually. I put that in one of my newer videos about Kanye West and Katy Perry. And I could have gone down the list, but almost every one of these so-called Illuminati artists or sellouts have had breakdowns, and if they haven't yet, they will. You know. So let's see. Let's scroll on down a little bit more. Rosanna says, I remember KJ's 199 because we can. Oh, 200,000. Nice. I'm close to 300,000. YouTube has been such a jerk to me over the last year. I mean, because it took me like 3 years or almost 3 years to get 100,000 subscribers. That's why I've always, been curious about people who get 100,000 subscribers in under a year. And again, though, I started off at a different era compared to the new kind of Illuminati exposed stuff and all this. I've been around 7-8 years on YouTube, so it took like 3 years to get 100,000 subs for me, and then the 200,000 came pretty quick. Like that was really going pretty quick. Then I hit around 220, and it just like basically stalled, and it's been a crawl ever since. So back in December, I was at 240,000 or so. So I'm at 296 or so now. So I'm crawling towards 300,000, but I'll be there soon. Anyway, cool, good to know. Let's see. You can scroll down some more here. Let's see. Jeffrey Lane. Facebook has a negative spirit. Somebody said David Jensen did. Still scrolling down. I know I'm way behind, but I'm just going to take my time. In fact, I want to take my time so much, I want to have another drink here. Rusty Shackleford, how you doing? I've seen you here before. Quite a bit. Nice to see you, sir. It's been a while. Reformed Christian says, in all capitals, it's the Jews! They must have just showed up. Pandora Quinn, nice to see you. Love it, man. Good old times. Good old friend on here. Nice to see you. Thanks for being back. Still scrolling down here. Got some Pasadena friends in the house, it looks like. Let's see what else we got. Natasha Unique. Hi. She says, KJ, yes, we all need each other. I have to deal with certain celebrities. They are sacrificing their fans. Man, if you ever want to talk about some of that stuff, let me know. I'll bring you on the show. That stuff's interesting. But I know there's probably so much you really can't talk about either. So I get that, Let's see. Still scrolling on down. G-Man 420EYYE. KJ, dude, have you been watching some of the web stuff? BCWEBB? No, I'm not even sure what that is, man. I'm sorry. I don't know. Someone mentioned Pockets of the Future. Yeah, I actually donate on Patreon to him. I donate to people on Patreon as well. He's not a Christian. I wish he was, but I'm going to be good to him and nice to him because I like some of his videos. Not into everything at all, but I mean, he's really just putting it out there. And he definitely has a very soft, sensitive, kind soul, and I love that. Of course, would that I could make them all follow Jesus? Absolutely, I would. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. But yeah, he seems like a nice guy. Again, I'm not into everything he says and does. Even some of the research he's done, people say that the same for me, but I do like some of it. So yeah, try to spread it out a bit over there on Patreon. I'm trying to do more of that as well. Let's see. Still scrolling down here. Let's see what we got. Let's see. The KJ Osborne on Facebook, somebody's asking, is mine will be, it's the shadow picture. It's like a shadow on the ground with like a brown background on the ground or whatever, if that helps. Okay, let's see. Still scrolling down some. Still scrolling down. Just looking to see what y'all are talking about. And I just, like I said, let's just kind of like roll with this and see what we can do. Yeah, Nexus 111. I love that number. That's my number. Been seeing it for years. In fact, I've got it on my YouTube channel. Back in 2012, I did a video called I See 111 Everywhere. What does it mean? So the first time I opened the Bible recently and really just started reading for myself and really to be delivered out of the stuff I felt I was under, all of James, and I set the Bible down. I turned on my computer, and what do you think? What time it was on my computer? It was 111. I mean, tears at the time. Tears. I was like, I'm a baby. I'm holding it up pretty good right now tonight, but sometimes I'm a baby about this stuff. But yeah, beautiful. Anyway, they said the adrenal gland high was mentioned in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Yep. True dat. Still scrolling down here now. Let's see. Israel Vasquez says there's so many witches in the Northwest, Portland, and Seattle. Can you look into hotspots for witchcraft, KJ? Sure. Interesting, sure. Absolutely. It's Osborne, Ozborne, on Facebook. Somebody was asking. What else we got here? Scrolling down. Let's see. Hope you're all doing good, man. Hope you're having a good weekend, good Saturday evening. It's still fairly early, so we won't be here too long tonight. Like I said, I'll be bringing in more shows, and I look forward to talking with Jay tomorrow night, and then have an SGT report on this week, and also the Patreon friends this week. So I got plenty coming. SC Mariner, sorry, Marriner. Great seeing you. Another friend I had on here for a long time. Been a while. Okay, Patriot Mom. Hey, Patriot Mom. Good to see you. You too. Twitwit, you're so awesome. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while. I hope you're good. It's another thing too. I guess this isn't, spoiling anything or whatever, but most of y'all know I'm good friends with Casey from Enter the Stars, and he's out in France right now, and he threw that out as a possibility to me as well, as to come out there and I could help him, with the work he's doing out there, and split a little rent there with him, and I could live in France. So I've been looking at my possibilities. But the thing is that really this time around, it's just nice to be close to my mom and dad again. Like, I love them so much, and they're really great people. Been married almost 40 years, and they're just awesome, And for years I was running away and just chasing all my own things I was doing. But now it's like I've been spending a lot more time with them and just appreciating them. They're older, they're like in their 70s. So I'm just loving on them. They just came by earlier today. It was nice. They came by and met Chubbs, actually. So yeah, I'm just trying to do that. You know what I mean? And then maybe in a year or so, I'll have that itch again, or less, because I always have that itch will show up where I need to travel and do something new. But heck, maybe I'll go out there with Enter the Stars and hang out in France for a while. Maybe this thing down in Nicaragua is going to pop off, and I can bounce down there for a bit too. And who knows? I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe it's all going to end tomorrow, right? Now, I could not do any of this stuff and sit around quaking and worrying that Jesus is coming back, in the next whenever, and there's no point in doing anything. But how miserable of a life would that be, right? We got to live. We got to live. Now, let's see. Still scrolling down here. Justine Time says Jonathan Kleck's new video is awesome. It's his masterpiece. Yeah, I agree. I linked it up to my website. It's called You Are Exiles. It's like over 3 hours long. I agree. I really like it as well. All right, what else we got? Oh, somebody said more comedy suggestions. Man, I don't know. My comedy is very bizarro stuff. I just like weird stuff, man. Just, the weirder the better. Tim and Eric Awesome Show is right up my alley. And they're not even producing like new stuff anymore. I just like stuff like that. I don't like a lot of the stuff out there now, like mainstream comedy or comedians or anything, because it's so foul, vile, dark. It's it's hard to find something there in the middle that's just goofy, fun, and it's not all evil and nasty and, filthy. Because all the old heroes are dying away. Everybody thought Bill Cosby was America's comedian, America's dad for a while on the Cosby Show, and just this clean cut, good dude. And now we're starting to see a lot of the stuff come out. And I know a lot of y'all are, oh, it's a psyop. Everything, nothing's real. Everything's a hoax, But I watched a great thing on this. It was on, what's it called? Investigation Discovery. And the facts and stuff were coming out. Like, this guy is not clean cut. This isn't like this, great guy next door, It's like, and that's the way it is with almost all these people. So as far as comedy goes, that's about it. And like I said, Copper Cab, he's a goofball. He's weird. He's a troll. It's all a show. People are convinced he was trying to be a tranny for a while and all this, and had me rolling because I know this guy is just a troll, And he's got so many people fooled. I love it. I mean, it's like to me, it's like an Andy Kaufman thing. I liked Andy Kaufman a lot as well. So just weird stuff. It takes weird stuff to make me laugh most of the time. All right, let's see. Still scrolling down. All right, well, now I've got, okay, there we go. I just got caught. Emma, dear, good to see you. Used to be Emma DeVries, Emma. But it's nice to see you, Emma. It's been a while. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so I just got caught up a little more with you guys. And let me see what we got here. Yes, okay. Shift AL V2 says Tommy Wiseau is good dark comedy. Absolutely, man. The Room. You can watch it on YouTube, I think. Look up The Room. And when I lived in LA, it's a total cult thing. It's a big deal in Los Angeles, but this guy just made this movie with some friends called The Room. They played it at some of the theaters in Hollywood like all the time, and it became just this huge cult, thing. In fact, Tim and Eric wound up doing some stuff with Tommy, and it's just weird, goofy. It's nothing gross, nothing sexual, no blood and guts or nothing. It's just so bad. It's brilliant. It's called The Room. Tommy, I think you spelled that right. Wiseau, I think is how you spell it. But yeah, that's up my alley. The bizarre stuff, the weird stuff, All right. So what else we got? Still scrolling back here. Well, let's see. Somebody said comedy is from Satan. You're probably not a lot of fun to hang around with. But Satan can get away with a lot through comedy. Absolutely. Eric Andre, yeah, some of his stuff's kind of interesting. I've seen some of his. And I've seen pretty much every Frank Zappa interview. I like his sense of humor. He's interesting. All right, cool. Dave Chappelle used to be funny, I agree, until he came back, and I think he sold out, But they probably forced him. I imagine they probably threatened to expose some things they had on him, or maybe they threatened to hurt his family or something like that. You know what I mean? Yes, another one, Stephen Wright, Wright. Thank you. Yes, I love Stephen Wright. He's another one. Brilliant. You can watch some Stephen Wright, find some of his comedy on YouTube. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right, let's see here. All right, cool, man. Guys, you know what? I know it's just been an hour, but I wanted to jump in and say hi to everybody, and just, it's been a little while since we've all had a chance to hang out. Maybe next time I will do, like I said, the super chat in case y'all have specific questions you want to ask or something pop up there. But since I have so many other shows coming up this week, and I am working on the website, I've got a couple new videos I want to do for YouTube. I just wanted to make this one, at least an hour long, so I can jump in here with you guys, chat with you a bit, say hi to everybody, see what kind of questions you have, but mainly just to catch up with you again, man. But I'm back, man. I got 3 more catching up shows coming this week. No doubt they'll be a lot longer. Tomorrow night, I'll be posting this up here soon, but we'll be talking to Jay Dyer, Jaydy. Okay, look him up if you're curious about him. And believe me, guys, you don't want to miss this. Uh, one of the real dudes right here. This is real knowledge, real information. Again, not like a lot of these jokers I see in the so-called truth community now, where a lot of them are hacks too. It's like they just put up other people's information as if it's theirs. Oh, look what I found. Look what I've discovered. And it's a video I did a year ago, or one of you guys did. I see a lot of that stuff happening too. A lot of just basic news stuff, boring news. It's just me. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but it's Boresville. You know what I mean? Nothing really that unique. So Jay is unique. So tomorrow night, I can't wait to talk to Jay. Later this week, I'm going to have a massive show, probably have 10 of my Patreon friends on here with me. And then later in the week, SGT Report, who is just an amazing dude, lots of information, and another one, a good show that's going to run for quite a while. And we're going to cover a lot of bases. And that's it, man. I'll leave you with that for now. It's been about an hour. This will give you a chance to get out for your Saturday night and do whatever you want to do. I love you, and I don't mean that in a surface way. I appreciate you, man. I've seen so many people on here. We've been friends for a long time on YouTube. It's great to see you all come back. Thanks for chiming in, chipping in, listening. Talk about a lot of things, and that's great. But I hope you've got your life in check with Jesus Christ. This is me, okay, and I have to put that out there because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. We'll always discuss all the other stuff in this world because it's what we do. But at the end of the day, I hope you've got that side of your life set up. And I hope you're really exploring it, not being like these Pharisees and just saying, oh, yeah, I love Jesus, I got God, and then just not even showing any sign of it. It is getting crazier, of course, getting darker, and there's wickedness and there's deception. And, we cling to Christ. At least that's what I'm trying to do more and more myself. And it's helping me, and I hope it helps you. I will leave you with that. I love you guys. Tune in this week for more catching up with KJ shows. Y'all are awesome. I was going to do the kiss thing, but that seems really goofy. I'm not going to blow kisses at you or anything, but I'm hugging the air right now. I'm giving all of you a hug. Chubbs is staring at me sideways, but I'm hugging everybody. I'm being a dork. All right, you guys, take care, man. I'll talk to you later this week. Bye-bye.